Everything is going wrong. Ah, pan. There. Now I'm in the center again. Tilt? That's fine. Okay, now I'm in the video. Okay, that's better. Good lord. All right, let me find the rest of my windows here. Okay, so I can't get the chat sorted out here, hence the fact that it's like this giant thing up here. Um, if I try to make it any narrower or any smaller, like I start getting the scroll bar and I don't know. I don't know. I can't even at this point. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I better start out at like 7 so I've got everything set up. Well, here it is an hour later and I don't have it going. So if that kind of gets in the way, sorry. Same with chat. Like, here, I could do this. There, now no one can read it. um, okay. So the tricky part here is I need to be able to read your stuff at the same time. Now, if you're walking, I look younger, thank you. If you're watching on desktop, there's actually that chat replay thing, but something like 65% of you are actually on other things, and that's interesting. A non trivial number of you are on the PS4, which is kind of cool. So there's that. All right, so just to get things sorted out here. So, okay, let me find my notepad over here. So this is my gigantic mod list that I took a look at last time, all of which are neatly linked. And I went through and used most of these. So I really like a lot of the stuff that we did last time. A Glade air freshener, that's funny. Um, we never did get any mechanoid figures. I don't know what I screwed up with that, but I did that wrong. I liked a lot of the rest of these. Progress renderer, forget about it, man. That's 100% now. I may actually deal with the lag and turn that up even more. That would be great. Um, if you can get your Chromecast to work, I'm proud of you. My fucking Chromecast, man. I'm on my third one and I can't keep it working. I liked all this stuff. The interaction bubbles were kind of annoying. I'm going to see if I can play with those, but they're cool when you zoom in. I don't know. It's kind of neat. Oh, Sky. Let's see here. Rim HUD. I don't know how I ever played without that. The same, okay, with the, where'd that thing go? With the thing that changes their color based on their mood. Fantastic. While you're up, power alerts, very handy. Silent mechanoids, indispensable. It's pretty great. Um, the faction interaction stuff was neat. I don't know what you guys thought about the extra faction interactions, the expos and stuff. I didn't really do a lot with it. Religion, there's several religions mod. We'll come to that. Let's go over the stuff that we had last time first, and then we'll kind of branch out from there. Um, we didn't do a lot with that, but I thought it was kind of neat. Um, the same with prisoner ransom. We didn't actually get a ransom, did we? I don't think we did. Okay, we'll leave the factions in. I like the added trader types. I think those were kind of interesting. With that, I should probably actually turn off more trade ships because I think I was getting more. I think I was getting too many traders that time. Actually, what's annoying about the trader types is that there's this weird, like, one frame to black thing that happens, and I have to edit it out every time, and it's really annoying. Okay. Call of Cthulhu, I'd love to. We'll think about that in just a second here. Okay, so personality ones. So last time I used Rational Romance, and it was okay. It didn't really do a whole lot. It added kind of that sexuality line, and then it made them a little less stupid, but not a lot. Let's see here. No. Okay, well, it's a rainbow mod, so it's gigantic. There are some other ones in here that I had listed last time but didn't try out. Consolidated Traits has a bunch of stuff in there that may or may not work with psychology. Um, I've used psychology in the past and I didn't like it. It just okay, that's too strong. It just didn't. I don't know. I wasn't going for it. Um, a little less stupid. I don't know. Psychology like was kind of invasive, but didn't seem to like really do much. The Bionic Nose mod, I liked that. That was from more vanilla Bionics expansion, something or no, cosmetic prosthetics. That was a good one. I liked that quite a bit. Um, we'll have to think about psychology. I don't know what I want to do about that. I don't know why I didn't have pawn rules installed. I should do that. I'll put that on my to-do list. Um, the same with pawns are capable. It's an interesting idea, but nah. Yeah, if I use rational romance, I have to flip off psychology. Let's see here. Let me try to scroll up here. Uh, More traders. I should probably turn that off. RimQuest. I didn't use nearly enough. That's fun. That does some cool stuff. Um, I'm seriously thinking about the Rim of Madness stuff. It's been a couple of series, so a clean shaven version. You're on the wrong channel. Let's see here. Will I upload this? It is currently being recorded, so I'll just leave it up. Medieval Colony. I did one a little while back, and it was okay. Tundra is something I'm thinking about. So I'm gonna keep. Let's see here. I don't know about megafauna. I'm definitely keeping alpha animals. What the heck? I'm gonna drop because it was super cool, but it was a little overpowered. It was really fun. This is OneNote, and if you don't use OneNote, then I have a new religion for you. It's called OneNote, and you should join it, and it's really great. More vanilla turrets I really only use for the shredder turrets, so I can kind of do that. Multi-base is something that I may or may not do. Run and gun, yeah, run and gun is disabled. Sometimes raids that go wrong was pretty funny. It again didn't add much, but it was okay. Rim Sentinel I want to keep. I'm going to use less of the guns this time, but I like them quite a bit. All right, God, you guys are going too much here. Animal Bionics is fun. That's from A Dog Said. Tiberium, what universe is that from? I don't remember. I'll have to take a look at that. The Elder Things I looked at but haven't tried it yet. Let's see here. Oh, 1 million silver. Okay, constant caravanning was something I was thinking about that I actually like. Someone mentioned earlier in Discord. It would be really interesting to do a colony that used nothing but set up camp and then just kept moving. But the micromanagement on that, it brings chills. I can't even imagine that. Rimsenal factions. Am I missing part of the? Oops. Am I missing part of the Rimsenal mods? Are there more? Rimsenal, right. Let's see here. I should put some music on in the background here. Command and Conquer. Um. Huh. Okay. Are they all by the same person? A Rimsenal person? Created by. Yes. Okay, well, that's obviously not right. Oh, Rimsenal Pack. I'll bet this is it. Okay, so what is this? Rim Hair. Ooh, hairstyles. Storyteller, Security Pack. Okay. All right, let me add that to my list here then, quick. Rimsenal. Take a look at the rest of these. All right, so we'll take a look at that. All right, now I have to scroll back up here. Okay, balance issues when you constantly caravan. Yeah, because I would never have had a chance to build up any particular wealth. Androids may or may not. I'll take a look at the other ones in here, the Federation and stuff like that. I did like going out in raiders. Raiders raiding was super fun. I think I want to do that in the future. That was just fun. Doors expanded. I think I had that in there somewhere. Rimifeller, I'm going to drop this time. Depending on where we go, I want to try Rim Bees because it's just so silly, but we haven't actually had a good chance to use it. ES, I can't see my keyboard here. It adds bees and beehives, and it was super funny, but it didn't really fit with the desert colony. So, okay. Good lord. Yes, Rim Atomics is one that I think that I've finally put off too many times, and I finally have to use it because I've been saying I'll use it for so long. Silent Doors, maybe. We'll see. I like these. I need nukes. We just need them. Oh, that's cool. There's all kinds of good stuff in there. I think we'll use that one. Let's see here. There are just too many people here. How do streamers actually keep track of this? Atomic bees, that would be great. Possibly quarries. There's plenty of stone around the map. It's okay. They don't mind that. I did the glitter tech mod a while back, and it was fun. It just requires kind of the right setup. You know, if I'm going to use Rim Atomics, there's a couple things I was thinking that might be fun. I'm going to bring this over here so I can kind of make eye contact while I'm talking. So now this will be really dizzying to all of you. So, it would be fun to do something kind of thematic if we're going to go with atomics. I don't think that The advanced biomes has been updated. It would be fun to do something Fallout-ish, like in one of the radioactive areas. That would be fun. We could do Tundra as kind of a nuclear winter mod. That would be kind of fun. Tundra is as far north as I want to go. Ice Sheet, I think, aren't real interesting, but we'll have to see. Yeah, Fallout has a mod. Bioreactors, I poked to that, and although funny, I don't think that was well. I don't remember why I thought it wasn't well balanced. Well, there's lots of Fallout mods. You'd have to give me the right one here. Oops, and I left my phone on. Never mind. Tundra Colony vehicles. So there is a work in progress Fallout mod. If you can link that in Discord, Discord I can keep track of things on. This is going by too fast. Many of you are saying nice things. Hi. Just assume that I'm reading them and saying thank you. I can't read fast enough here. Infinite raid survival. That's something that I can probably pass on. I think optimization is working fine. I may or may not do multiple colonies. I think I mentioned that just a few minutes ago here. It can be kind of fun, but then you get raids based on your total wealth. So you get twice the raids based on each one. What is there for good vehicles mods? Let me look. I'm going to ignore chat here for a second. So you guys can keep talking and I won't know what's going on. Okay, wow, that's really old. Okay, I guess I have to go back. Is there a slow mode over here? Well, we'll just leave it. Octoon I do not have yet. Let's see here. Reusable launch pods. Pods are okay. Yeah, we'll do some rating. I want to do a lot of rating. Yeah, I think that I keep opening the wrong tier. The only nuclear wasteland I've seen was advanced biomes, unless that's been updated. No. That's too bad. That's too bad. It doesn't work. I mean, I guess I could try it. I could poke at it. The wasteland would be kind of fun. The thing is I think we should actually do something that has animals and stuff, because we did, what, the poison forest before this and now the desert. So, like, we need some wildlife, you know? That'll be fun. Tanks. Yeah. Which mod added the Orion faction that shows up with tanks? That's pretty bad. Yeah, you'll have to put links in Discord. And if you do not have the link to Discord, let me grab it for you really quick here. Sorry, I have like 50 different tabs open here. No, don't do that. Here is the Discord chat. And that's where you should put this stuff. And I will look at that at the end. That's down here. So, Mad Max, stuff like that. Okay, so, Sandy was from, I believe, Alpha Animals. And Alpha Animals is staying in. That's a lot of fun. We'll definitely do that. Just stick with General in there. Okay. So, Call of Cthulhu. I love the Rim of Madness mods. I'm a big Lovecraft fan. I love them to death. I have also done 3 series already that have them in there, either as one of the main focuses or as kind of an auxiliary set of mods. I don't want to oversaturate it. It's tempting because I like the Elder Gods. I could put it in just for entertainment and then not really do much with it. I also did the vampires and werewolves one, and that didn't add as much as I was hoping. The monsters would be fun, and adding in the industrial age would be kind of cool. That's not a bad idea. So what if I do Rim of Madness? Just the monsters. And, I don't remember what it's called. Industrial era. I can't see my keyboard the way I type. So, I have to see. We are not selling goats. Blah. Goats. Yes, the Yellow King, that was fun. The vampire one, I did a little thing back. Vampires were really OP and werewolves added nothing. And I was a little disappointed. Bionic Icons is in there. They just turned out to not be super easy to see. Should I try to spell industrial again here? Here, industrial. There we go. Industrial age. That's right. Thank you. Star Wars. So I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. It's okay. You can go ahead and rage quit right now. Star Wars is fine. Star Wars was just not anything that I super got into. I've looked at some of the ones and, they're okay. If I was a huge Star Wars or Lord of the Rings fan, I would be all set to go because there's lots of those for both. So we'll have to see. I don't remember industrialization, what I'd looked at. So should I keep genetic rim in, for example? I don't know if I want to put those in because they do some pretty entertaining things. Like I think I saw some. Yeah, hi Katie with your bunny ears. Bunny ears were pretty funny. Um, if I do some of these mods, I may just use them kind of very auxiliary stuff. Uh, just use them for like yeah, like weird nose and ears replacements. Um, let's see here. Other colonist modding creating options. I don't know what other ones we have. And no, I'm not putting ovipositors on humans. I've seen that movie and it didn't go well for anybody. Yeah, definitely alpha animals. Um, Spiky War Trucks would be funny. Let's see here. If someone can link, let's see here. Vehicles in here. I will definitely look at vehicles. I'm still disappointed I didn't use Giddy Up last time. I think I'm gonna add it, even if I don't use it for anything, just so it's there. Combat Extended is a really well put together mod that I don't like. Sorry. It's cool. You may notice I'm really bad at combat, so things that made it even harder was more difficult. Yeah, I wonder if I can put a cactus saddle. Um, let's see here. Job splitting I could do. Centralized climate control was more micro. What was wandering caravans? I have some of these notes that I didn't actually write down. Wandering caravans. What are you? Pack animals that have been separated from the trade factions. Oh, we can go get free stuff. Oh, that's cool. Let's do that. I like that. Let me throw that on here. Don't worry, I'll look back in chat here in just a second here. Where did that go? Wandering caravans. Oh, that's not it. Run and gun is gone. No fear about that. Run and gun, I can see how it would be useful, but I didn't like the way it worked. There we go. Okay. Crest ship arts, cactus saddles, proper shotguns, alpha animals. Let's see here. See, oh, yeah, you know, that's actually right. Two of you have things back to back on what you think about centralized climate control. I do enjoy some micromanagement. Real ruins again with the settings turned down. I could try that. I could try that. Oh, that's a good point. Here, why don't I put another window up here? Or I can just put this up here with things I'm thinking about. And then I can just leave that up there. Thinking about tundra. And then when people come in, they can kind of see that. And I'll hide that right over here. There we go. Perfect. Because I think that might be kind of fun. Bad hygiene. I don't want to deal with my colonist poop. Maybe. 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 We'll see. Run and gun rocket launchers, yeah. So if I'm going to do tundra, I guess the question is then, do I want to go ahead and go Rim of Madness? Do I just want to go like post-apocalyptic, like pseudo Fallout? I'll have to take a look at what other Fallout mods apparently exist. I could do that. I'll look at Real Ruins. As I promptly put this in the wrong little note here. I'll take a look at it. Why, what's wrong with Tundra? You guys don't like Tundra? Here, let's take a look at a map. The problem is I've used everything so far. I've done at least one colony in every biome and 2 in modded biomes. So it's like it's kind of hard to tell here. Let's just look at a world here quick. Haven't done one in the ocean. Yeah, like I said, link Fallout mods into the Discord. I probably won't be able to look at those while I'm messing around at this. That's true. It would be fun to not do hydroponics, just to kind of skip it. Shrubland is fine. Swamp, I haven't done swamp in a while. Swamps are okay. Swamps are fine. Oh, there's an archipelago map mod? Really? Chipelage. What if I just put that many letters into it? That'd be interesting. Oil rigs in the ocean. Yeah. Atlantis, yeah. Yeah, it's just that there's only 7 or 8 ones. I mean, I did rainforest. I don't remember when the last time was I did that. I could do wet. Yeah, ice sheet. Marsh Madness. Oh yeah, that's right. That was pretty Pretty not that far back. I mean, I've seen people do things like islands. Islands actually are kind of funny. I messed around with one, but nothing happens, so it's not so great. Um, how far back was the marsh mod? Let me take a look here. I gotta see when that was. That was only 3 series back, wasn't it? Something like that. Let's see here. Excited Desert, and then Dinosaur, and then the Tides. Oh, that was a really long time ago. Okay, yeah, we could do Marsh if that becomes a thing that you guys want. That would be all right. Or Cold Biome. We are not getting any resources from our colonists except possibly for their delicious organs. So, don't even ask. Yeah, we could do something swampy. A cold bog. Is that a specific name of a biome that I'm just not aware of, or is that just as I just click around here? Swamps are noisy. Ah, I have modders in my channel now that fix things for me. You know, why don't I should have some music on here. Here. This I was testing this earlier while I was playing this. So here. I don't know if that'll actually show up. Okay, we can do something marshy. Marshy. Check. Cold bogs are tundra swamps. Really? That's awesome. I love that idea. Okay, we'll do something like that. Yeah, that's a good plan. I like that plan. We'll do that. And then if we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that, then I'll definitely do Rimatomics, because Rimatomics is going to be fun. And like I said, I've promised that to you entirely too many times. So what should we keep in then? So I'll put in a good chunk of the Rimsinal mods. And sometimes raids go wrong. Is there other, like, minor quality of life stuff you guys like? I could do cannibals. I have not ever done a cannibal run, which is strange. I could do a cannibal ice sheet map, but that's almost a trope, you know, like everyone's done that. So, I don't know. RPG inventory was something that I was gonna look at last time and then I didn't. It was actually one of you folks that were looking at it, or that developed it. I'll throw it in there. No cannibal, no ice sheet. While you're up, yep, I've got that in here. So robots, there's a lot of robots mods. Yeah, okay, good. Good, yeah, I'll take a look at that. Like, there's Android mods. There's other robots. I don't know. Do we need something that's even more mechanical than my pawns as it is? I don't know, man. Prisoner Arena, show mod designator. Oh yeah, I'll put that in. That'll be fun. Vegan ice sheet. If I'm gonna do, I don't know. I like the bones, but that kind of requires its own thing. Clones were fun. You got me. Oh, is that the one that makes them not beat each other to death? Yeah. Will not stop social fighting until someone dies, is downed, or gives in. That would actually be kind of funny. Let's see here. Yeah, Patreon naming is going to be a problem. Skylights. I had that on here somewhere. And had decided against it for this time, but I could put that back in and take a look at Skylights. As opposed to Skylights, which is something entirely different. Zombies I did a while back, and the Zombieland mod is very good. Expanded Roofing, that's the right name, right? The Zombieland mod is very good, but it was... I had fun doing like a 12 series, or 12 episode series, but beyond that, yeah, I could do that either way. Medical training is an okay one. But it does let you skill up medicine pretty quickly. Vegetable garden pack. I've seen VGP go by a couple times. I don't think I've ever actually used it. You got me. I'm going to add that on here. Just because I want to take a look at it. Can I just search for VGP? No. Do I need more variety in vegetables? So if I go with VGP, are they, like, is anything improved, or to just like give you more names so my colonists aren't eating potatoes for 10 years? Which is kind of fun. Yep, walleyes is good. Good lord. Fishing, not broken. I can cook burgers and pizzas. I like that. Okay, so VGP, try everything except for cooking. Okay. We could take that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do VGP. I've never used that. I'm just going to throw that on my little list here. And I'll do that. Yeah, I'll take a look through VGP and try to prepare just a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how I can avoid trying to type in vegetable. But it doesn't look like I can avoid it. Damn. Okay. I have a hard time typing over here. Vegetable garden project. Yeah. We'll toss that in there. I'll play with that. Alright. Separate buildings instead of... Don't worry, I'm doing rim atomics. Separate buildings instead of one gigantic, like, cancer? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't design colonies. They metastasize. I rather like my weird colonies. I could think about that. Maybe. Maybe. It's become one of my trademarks. It's important to have, I don't know, trademarks. I'll think about it. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so what else is in here? Okay, so you've got starter crops. Barley immune to blight. You can make ale. Oh, neat. He spelled snow beets wrong. I'm disappointed. Beans, olives. Well, that's kind of neat. Watermelon. That's one of the things that my people kept talking about in the interaction bubbles, but there's no watermelon. Oh, this is kind of neat. Oh, I can make tea. Forget about it, as I drink tea right at the moment. I like that. Okay, let me go catch up on some of this here. Okay. Floors, yes, fun. Let's take a look here. I realize that my base design is deeply divisive. Pokemon? Is there really Pokemon? That'd be kind of cool. Sorry, your internet's bad. Glitter Worlds I did just a little bit back. Rimworld Declamation, I live in the middle of the Midwest. Simple concrete mod. There's concrete in the game. Sorry, now I want to keep reading about this. Hydroponic hay grass. I will do an entire run without hydroponics. That'll be fun. Add that to my list here. No hydroponics. That's good for me. Glittering Worlds. Is that something different? Like Glitter World Prime? Is that it? I don't know what this is. It's been recently updated. Put the list up a little bit. Oh, sorry. There's just no good way to do this, unfortunately. Let's see here. I think I had better relationships in there, something like that. I agree. It would be nice to have some different stuff. No, I only have rational romance. So let's see here. Are there anything that does? Oh, that's weird. A playable fox race. Yeah, we'll skip on that. Backpacks. Warhammer is fine. I'd have to take a look. A lot of these, again, kind of require you to be into the lore of the particular universe, and I don't know a whole lot about Warhammer. So, I don't know about that. Is this the Doom guy fighting squirrels? Really? Oh, that's cool. Alright, never mind. Sorry. The Hardcore SK mod pack is not one that I've really looked at. Let's try this again. Hardcore SK. I don't know. I've never really looked at it. Rumor has it was in there. Colonists do not reproduce unless you add a mod, and the children's mod is weird. I could add it. Maybe. I don't want Rimhammer at the moment because it's not very valid playthrough. Oh, okay. Oh, it's in collections. Well, I don't know. We've reached the end of this. I'll take a look. Let's see here. That's something I'll have to take a look at. Oh, that's right. I did blow up my first and only kid with a turret, didn't I? That was really funny. That was really quite entertaining. Rim fridge, yeah, we could do that. Child services on the rim. That's terrible. Best of luck. I should have put some music on here. You know what? I think I can stream Monster Cat, can't I? Well, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and not worry about it. Death Rattle, yeah, is fine. I think if I'm using Stabilize Me, though, that I don't necessarily need Death Rattle, which is okay. It gives you a couple seconds. You can send them comatose, really? It's not a great thing. Artificial coma? Prison Labor was fun. I did Prison Labor a little back, and I actually found it harder than doing just a regular mod run. Just a regular run, because the prisoners required so much supervision that it was harder than just doing it myself. Death Rattle. Maybe. Okay. I'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, I suppose you're right. They don't really overlap, do they, with that in the med bag? Yeah, I can take a look at that. Let's see here. Is there really a Jurassic one? Oh, there is. Oh, that's cool. Unfortunately, we did just do dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in which I totally dropped the ball by not putting in Giddy Up, which was terrible. Hammer to DNA to eggs. Just because we can do a thing. All right, anyway. Yeah, Labor and Vampires was the run, and that was actually really quite entertaining. Use questionable ethics, but dig in a little more. What the heck was nice, but it was a little too easy. Android Tears is something. So I guess if I was going to do... If I was going to do something post-apocalyptic, especially using Rimsinol, maybe using some robots would actually make sense. That's something that you guys would probably have to fight out in Discord, where I can stop and actually read everything and not having it blast past. I could take a look. This isn't something I'm actually familiar with. All right, we'll take a look. All right, so what do you guys have to say? Camera Plus. Yeah. Tobacco and cigarettes. Yes. Combat training. But it's funny that they're so bad. Everybody gets one. I basically, with that mod, I basically already had that stuff set up with hysteresis. All right, thorium. Let's see what thorium is. Here, let me add this on here so I don't forget. Thorium. Since you keep asking, let me take a look. I just spelled that wrong. Let me try that again. Thorium. Thorium. And it's an active development. I obviously can't use this because it's an active development. I don't know, man. We can make it to make beautiful and sterile tile. Beautiful and sterile tile out of thorium? Have you used thorium? All right. I'll take a look at it. I'll even spell it right down here. Oh, that's funny. I spelled it wrong 4 different times. Okay. Arachnids. No. I had spiders. So I had an entire colony where every single time I had a new pet born, the spiders would drop whatever they were doing and blast towards them until they'd killed the new animal. And it was super sad. And eventually I just had to give up on them. Alpha Poly is from Glittertech. Yes. Thorium is not great stuff. You don't particularly want it on you. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Yeah, solution, pet spiders. That's never the solution. That's never the solution. Ever. If you end up with your answer being pet spiders, I don't know what you're doing, but your question is wrong. Good lord. All right. I guess I don't really need this open. I don't remember what I have set up in here anyway. Yeah, this is just the Steam stuff. Yeah, exactly. There are lots of things that aren't radioactive that turn into dust. Barium's another bad one that you don't really want on you. Medical supplements, huh? Okay. It's turning out that whoever spams is getting noticed. Is that the way most streams work? Whoa. Let's try the home row again there. Medical supplements. All right, let me look. So we can make asthma inhaler, glycerol, a vegetarian ingredient. That's kind of neat. Phenol requires carefully handling. Yeah. Phenol is pretty nasty stuff. I'm old enough that I've done phenol chloroform DNA extractions. Phenol goes right through your gloves and you can taste it for the rest of the day. And it's turbo poisonous. It's pretty bad stuff. Lithium salts. Okay. I'll look at this. Supplement. I'm just gonna leave all these spelled wrong from now on. All right. Spam. It's not got much spam in it. Wrong show. Yeah, how can I make things worse? Let's see here. I haven't really done drug production. I don't think ever. I don't think I've ever done a drug colony. I think I've grown hops to make beer for personal consumption. I don't think I've ever done drugs. Spam. You would have to get phenol on you to know what it tastes like. It's indescribably bad. And no, we're not having any sexy spider ladies. I don't care if any of you are into that, that's fine. I don't like spiders, and they're not going in this game. No, not a chance. Let's see here. That makes the rats bigger. Why? Why would you do that? Thromborace. What? Adds a thromborace. Really? A thromboian? That is really, really funny. Ooh, that's a weird one. That's probably not going in, but I have to take a look at that. I have to experiment with this. I have to play with that. Yeah, go ahead. Add them all. Okay, has science gone too far? No, science can never go far enough. I just checked, and that's true. I'm giddy up. I'm going to leave in, even if I don't use it. It should have been there, because I missed some excellent chances to have fun with that. Okay, going back here. Yes, I have facial hair because I'm slowly losing the hair on top of my head, so I'm trying to balance it out. So, it's unfortunate. Oh, megafauna. I have never, until Alpha Animals, used any mods that add extra stuff. Well, the dinosaurs, but like I discovered that it's actually super cool. Like I love having all these extra animals. Alpha Animals, man, those were cool. Those are some well thought out things in there. I like the writing too. It was pretty great. Doormats, maybe. I feel like tracking dirt around is probably reasonably thematic in its own way. So we'll have to take a look at that. There's, I don't mind furries. They're not furries if they're actually like partially rim or partially a thrombo. Okay, xenohumans, animal variety coats. Yes, that's actually in there. It just didn't show up much because there wasn't any. There weren't enough animals. But I like that quite a bit too. That's definitely staying in. We just did dinosaurs. That's got to wait for a little bit. Dirt is annoying, but it's good for them. No World War II. Stop it. Snap out of it. No. I don't have. Which one was that? Is that the opposite of... Let's see here. To calm down my pawns. So, this is going to get ignored, but in case many of you watch this and also watch my videos, You may be looking at many of these mental breaks and thinking, Deco, you can just arrest these people and then it's done. You're wrong. What I enjoy doing is grabbing another colonist and beating the tar out of whoever it is that was stupid enough to have a mental break. I'm aware it's dumb. I'm aware it makes me lose limbs and I get really mad, but it's really, really funny. If this added the ability to beat them on a more regular basis, that would be more fun. But anyway, sorry. Let's go back here. Tiberian Sun is not one that I'm familiar with. Beastman tribes. Let's see here. Good news. These are no ordinary bees. They're as large as an average Buick and twice as ugly. All right, Crusades. Tribes. So what I kind of wonder about, oh yeah, eating without tables. And then, hold on. Yes. Is a war crime. Yep, that's definitely going in there. I haven't done a low-tech one in a while, but I think I want to do at least one more high-tech, hence Rim Atomics. And then after that, I think I may do Rim Atomics and then do a full-on Rim of Madness, maybe? That could be interesting. Weapon tech. I want to stick with Rimsenal again, because I liked Rimsenal, and I actually didn't use many of the weapons out of Rimsenal. What I should do, if I do Rimsenal, is I should do about half vanilla weapons and then make weird Rimsenal weapons that I didn't make before. That's a good one. Theme is going to be Rim Atomics and a Cold Bog, and I haven't fully settled on that. No Crusades. Well, we might do some Crusades. I rather enjoyed raiding everybody. Let's see here. What I need is a Q&A as this goes on longer. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't use any of the Rimsenal armor. Oh, you're right. I kept seeing that, and I never used any of it. Yeah. Let me put that on here. No. Use armors. Okay. Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking. Chernobyl. That actually would be pretty funny. Build logic gates? No, thank you. I tried my hand at Redstone many years ago. What type of tea am I drinking? I have strong opinions on tea. This is a single estate Assam that I get that's really good. I buy the TGFOP stuff because I am a snob. Arbor Teas online is a great place to order teas. It's pretty great. Let's see here. No children. Radiation. Turn of the ants. That removes tribals. I can actually do that anyway. There is what's it called? You can edit the factions ahead of time. And I could do that. I could get rid of tribals. I can't remember what it's called. That's actually not a bad idea. There's nothing wrong with tribals, but they're just kind of Zerg punching bags after a while. Faction control, that's it, right. Sorry, that may have been really loud. Which is good. I mean, it's easier for me to set up defense against smaller numbers of heavily armed enemies than against a giant Zerg. I'll have to think about that. Possibly. Let's see here. I could give tribals more tech. That's not a bad idea. Oh, let's see here. Animal collab project. Advanced biomes is still broken as far as I'm aware. Better workbench management. Oh, Tiberium. That's right. I'm trying to think of things that have been said in the last half hour. I don't know what this is. Oh, Command and Conquer? Oh, Command and Conquer. I never played Command and Conquer. That's funny. Let's see here. Is there more nuclear fallout stuff? That would be fun for the Brotherhood. Oh, a scenario. Okay. Animal collab. Let's see here. Let me just read through this. I'm looking away from chat for a minute here. 50 animals into the game. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of neat. That might be an alternative to megafauna. Yeah. I'll take a look. You're right. Probably both of those would not be ideal, but using one or the other is probably a good idea. Catnip tea. We have catnip that grows out back, and I've made catnip tea. I've also made dandelion tea, and they're disgusting. Proper tea is black tea, and it should be expensive. Okay. All right, let me take a look over here at Discord. So you guys have linked a bunch of stuff. So let's take a look through here quick. So Fallout traits, Fallout mods, that's good. I'll take a look at those. Ah, Archipelago, there it is. That's why I always spell it wrong. Um Again, I'm indifferent to doing multiple colonies. Um I don't know. I no longer understand how to change the storyteller's difficulty curve. It used to be this nice, there's just like a number or two. Now it's this like complicated curve, and I don't understand the maths. And I'm scared. The high tech stuff is actually easier in a lot of ways. Glitter tech is fun, and I recommend it highly. So you should definitely use Glitter tech if you haven't used it in the past. Okay, or Rimworld colonies. Yeah, that's fine. I will look through everything that's in all that stuff a little bit later. Okay, so Megafauna and Clab work well together. I will look at robots. Fuel economy. Makes drop pods use less fuel for less mass. That's okay. They're all right. They're all right. I'll play with Real Ruins. My experiment with it was super OP. Let's see here. Mechanoids Extraordinaire was something that I looked at last time, and I decided that I was going to use what the heck instead. I could do that this time. I'm not going to try to spell extraordinaire. I may have to. I know a couple of you have used this. What do you guys think about Mechanoids Extraordinaire? This may not be the current one. Capable of using color. Tanky that explodes. Oh, that's a terrible idea. A grenade launcher. That's... What? Why on earth would you want a Mechanoid with a grenade launcher? We already have grenade launchers, and it's terrible. An Inferno Cannon and a Scyther Blade. Okay, that's actually... That actually does sound kind of fun. Maybe I'll use that. That actually would be interesting. All right. All right. Yes, my neck is doing better. Thank you. I had some Diazepam around, which fixed the muscle spasm nicely. What I do need to do is I need to add setup camp. So the stupid way that I have my desk set up, and I can't show this to you, is the microphone is directly in line with my keyboard, which is why when you see me play things like Metro Exodus that requires me to reach across the keyboard, I look like I'm terrible. In reality, I'm terrible, but I can use the microphone as an excuse. Logan's Run Colony, will you murder your own colonists when they hit 30? Ah, Logan's Run, that's such a terrible movie. I love it. I have a copy of it. I like dandelions, but I don't like... Dandelions are not a food. Green tea is not a tea. Not gonna happen. Yeah, I'll probably add this. Okay, Dubs Mint menu. You keep spamming that. I'll take a look. I should not be reinforcing this behavior. Dubs Mint menus. New list for adding boxes, selecting hunts for growing zones. When lots of mods are running, you can view the info. Oh, that's pretty cool. This seems suspiciously like the mood bar type of thing that everyone thinks I should be using that I kept saying no to, and then I finally used it, and it turned out that I should have been using it forever. All right. I'll take a look. And yeah, everyone should have setup camp installed. If you don't use it, you really should. Can I put this over a little further? Yes. All right. Soviet Armory? That's funny. Less arbitrary surgery. I wonder so hard about fixing surgery. In some ways, surgery is really frustrating, but in other ways, it's like it kind of adds some entertaining stuff. Puer is gross. System Shock 2 is fun. English Breakfast is fine. Guilds 3. I haven't had a chance to look at any other games. Actually, the one thing I'm looking at, We Happy Few has some new stuff coming out. They actually had some new mods that just came out. There's new content coming out soon, and I'm really excited about that. I loved We Happy Few. More linkables so you can spend resources to improve your successes. Toxic fallout protection suit. Ugh. For when my reactor inevitably explodes, you think that I'm not capable of managing a nuclear reactor with the same loving care and attention I give everything else in my colonies? I'm shocked. Shocked. Prisoner arena? Maybe. What's this here? More linkables. Oh, I see what you mean. Linkables like linkable facilities. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I'll look at it. That's got a big old list of possibly incompatible mods down there. I'll look at it. Let's see here. Oh, I don't need the suit mod if it's in Rimatomics. Okay, I'll look through it anyway. It's okay. That's fine. Let's see here. Rimworld is a fun game. Go buy it. I've bought it 8 times now. It keeps adding up. That's raids go bad is just called sometimes raids go wrong or something like that. Sometimes raids go wrong. That's exactly the name. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna turn that up a little more too. You're right. I had that turned down too much. Where is that? Make it more common. I'll do that. Okay. I could do fishing. It's possible. Yes, the reactor will explode, and I'll think it's funny. It's going to be so great. It's going to be fun. So what do the fishing mods look like here? Let's just take a look at a few. I'm probably not going to use them, but now I'm super curious. Fish industry is the one I hear about all the time. So what are you? So we can add a fishing zone with a pier. That's kind of neat. Aquaculture. Oysters is a joy food? Oysters. That's interesting. It looks popular. 122,000 people using it. Oh, well, less than that, but still. That's okay. You think Rainbow's fishing is better? Is he in here? Possibly. Well, I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do fishing. More diseases. I don't need more diseases. Additional traits. Okay, that's one that I looked at last time. Let me pull that back up. I ended up not using it, and I don't remember why. Let's see here. This isn't the correct one. Did I write down why I didn't use additional traits? Let me take a look here. Oh, consolidated traits was the one that I wasn't sure I wanted. Should I add something that adds more personal traits or not? Aphrodisiacs has a PH, by the way. As in Aphrodite. Let's see here. Dragons. That's the last thing we need. So long and thanks for all the fish. That's cute. Roblox I've never seen. Yeah, like 3 to 4 traits. Yeah, I don't know about stacking up dinosaurs and megafauna and animal collab. I'm going to have to take a look at that. And I've heard that fishing does make it pretty easy to gather food. So that's why I'm not super into that. I don't know. I don't have a ton of food and stuff like, or I don't have a ton of trouble with food to begin with. Electric fences. Save Our Ship I used a while back. That was, I think I was stalling waiting for the release of Beta 18, maybe Alpha 17. That had a lot of exciting balance issues. It was fun. Expanded incidents, more animal types. No water, no life. I looked at that, and that may actually be a little too serious business, even in my world. What's expanded incidents? Expanded incidents. The variety that we encounter. Quarrel. Homesick. Clicks. That showed up from something else we already had. Sabotage. Thieves, huh? Huh. That's interesting. I always like things that add more stuff. The name of the series was Save Our Ship. It was one of the, there's like 2 back-to-back, like Meatland and Meat Zombie or something like that. Yeah, there's lots of stuff in here. I'll take a look at it in a bit. I can't click on it anyway because it's all going to show up on the monitor that you guys can't see. I have to have more diseases. Why? Why do I need more diseases? More diseases. Currently in beta. Adds AIDS, smallpox, tonsillitis, heart failure, flat feet, mitral valve prolapse. My brother actually makes heart valves, which is kind of cool. They have all kinds of neat things. They're putting them in sheep right now, and so far every single sheep has died. But progress is being made, I am assured. Prolapse, that's really funny. Okay. Yeah, more diseases in a swamp biome may get a little out of control. Oh, good old danger noodles. You know, I should... I wonder if I should go back to using mass graves. That was one of my preferred war crimes. That was a lot of fun. I could think about that. That's something we could do. Good old danger noodles. I don't actually need runtime garbage collection. This computer's pretty fast and has lots of memory, so that hasn't showed up yet. That hasn't been a problem. Oh, let's see here. Now, to be fair, not all the sheep deaths are due to his valves. Some of them are due to the surgeons not doing a good job putting them in. You know, crematoriums. I realize I haven't made a crematorium in 2 series, because I know I didn't make one this last time, and I don't remember if I did the time before. I don't know. I think I just got carried away. Recruit everyone is something I should do. That's a challenge I set for myself every time. I say, all right, every person that shows up, I'm gonna recruit them, and then I don't. I look at them and I'm like, oh, you can't haul or anything. So, let's see here. There's a couple different ones that split up the work tab. I don't know about that. That can always be fun. Yeah, the crematoriums, yeah, you can set up separate bills. And that is kind of nice. Letting patrons vote on short-term and long-term goals. That could be funny. That could be pretty funny. Graveyards. Can you imagine if I had built graves in this last run? Did you see how many corpses there were? Like by some of the end of those, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I should actually go back and count them, but I'm not going to. Oh, and something else that had been asked. I think I'm going to. Several of you have asked for like a day 0 save mod or a day 0 save, so I'll put that together and link it like right at the beginning, so that you can go ahead and go play through that. So that would be fun. Luciferium production, right? I may keep questionable ethics. I liked it. If I use questionable ethics again, I'm not going to use it to clone people. That was actually a little overpowered. I liked having clones, but I may do that for growing body parts. Growing body parts is actually really hard. That was interesting. You can use corpses to decrease enemy morale by launching the corpses in transport pods while raiding them. Is that really a thing? Because if it is, I desperately want it. Nerf Staple I didn't use either. You're right. You're right. I forgot to use that particular war crime. Which mod is that from with launching corpses? Because I think I want that. I'd love the idea of corpse launching. Let me see if that's a thing here. Corpse eater, rotten corpse, wargs eat corpses. Oh, I see what you mean. So they get the saw dead body debuff. Oh, that's funny. But yeah. All right. That's okay. Let's see here. There are a bunch of aliens ones. Oh yeah, you can't pod corpses. We'll have to figure that out. All right. So Polaris Block, you've been spamming this, so I'll take a look. Polaris. Hey, look, there are other mods where the picture is a well-endowed woman facing away from the camera. Let's see here. I don't know what this is. What is it? I'll have to take a look. Yeah, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Anyway, all right, sorry. Yeah, I would launch corpses all over the place. In fact, that would actually be the best. If I could put corpses in the pods, every time I finished up a raid, I'd load all their dead bodies back in the raid and launch it back to the faction that they came from. If one of you raiders could set up a mod so that I can load corpses, even if it doesn't do anything, I just want to do that. Ah, I love that. That would be really great. Giddy Up mod is in there. Yep. Yep. All right, let me scroll back up here. Sorry. More cooks. That was kind of a problem that I had exactly one cook. That was not a good plan on my part, especially when my cook decided to leave. It would use up a lot of steel for the pods. Okay, there, that's actually a good idea. We need a different kind of pod then that's not safe for living creatures. It's only good for corpses that uses like a quarter the steel or less than, because it doesn't really matter if it survives an impact. Like the whole idea is just to have it crash and spray bodies all over the place. Why didn't I clone my cook? I forgot. Return to sender. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. Slave bikinis? No. No. I have not mechanized my colonists in a while. I always used EPOE, and I like it quite a bit. It's just being able to make your own bionics got really OP. So that's why I was trying to redo that. Biomes core. What's reconditioning pod? That sounds like a war crime. Reconditioning pod. Add remove or does it? This type of a thing makes sense. So this looks like okay. Okay, I see. You know, I'm probably not going to use this, but I'm going to put this on my list of things just to look at. Sometimes I'm just curious what other people's takes are on how this stuff works. I like the fact that my colonists are largely immutable. Like, people don't change. I kind of like that again. I'm waffling. I think I'm going to put off cults for one more series. I desperately want to go back and play it. So I'll take a look a little bit. Link the Roz Bionics one, or do I not have that in here? Is that sufficient to make it show up? And surgery expansion? Okay, I'll take a look at that, and I'll see what it looks like. EPOE is great, but it's also the only one I've ever used. So I'll take a look at that. Okay. Launch rotting left? Yeah, exactly. It's not clear to me whether or not that actually worked, launching rotting animals and stuff in terms of starting plagues, but it's a good idea. I like the plan. Let's see here. There's more religions of Rimworld? Crash landing. I don't believe I've used that. What is crash landing? Changes the game start, adds a new event that drops different spaceship parts. That's interesting. I'm not familiar with it. I'll take a look at that actually, because I'm mildly curious about what that changes. No promises in that one, but I'll take a look. Let's see here. Excessive drug use. Let's see here. Mental distress. Yes, that's exactly what it be. Religions of Rimworld. Let's take a look. Religions of Rimworld. Adds a religion system. Yes. Pagans. Yes. Okay, a trait that we can be handled with. Yeah. Okay, we can make a church. Pilgrims, worships, relationships. Huh. I'll take a look at that. I don't know if that's something I want to use, but I've never seen that, and I'm curious. That's definitely interesting. You know, it's really hard for me to try to not keep my colony size or my colony wealth down. It's just become, I don't know, like a reflex. Skylights is something I was thinking about. I don't remember if I had that on here. Uh, it's in the list there somewhere. Expanded roofing, I think, something like that. It sounds like, well, yes. Well, I like to keep a buffer. What if I need to buy like an Architect Eye or something? They're like 7K. You got to be ready for that. Careful raids. All right, you've said that several times. Let me take a look here. Careful raids. What are careful raids? This makes raiders avoid place where one of them died. No, I like them being stupid. I like it when they're dumb. This makes sense. It makes perfect sense. It's a good idea. But yeah, I don't know. I like how the vanilla AI is dumb. I think it's funny. Are there actually Crusader mods? Burning Crusades? Not that one. Crusader armor. As of now, this mod has no textures. Okay. Get up and go. Similar to defensive positions. Get up and go. I saw. Hold on just a second here. Let's see here. That's not a bad idea. That is one bit of micro that I never ever use, is getting people to put armor and stuff on and off. That's not a bad idea. Okay. So, let me... Okay, so I'm looking at probably doing Cold Bog with Rim Atomics, possibly with Ruins, possibly with Crash Landing. I got to take a look at both of those. I don't think I'm going to do Rim of Madness stuff this time. I'll hold on to that. Probably VGP with no hydroponics. Maybe Death Rattle, maybe robots. Some of these other things, like medical supplements, seem like they're a lot of flavor, and I like flavor, so maybe we'll do that. I think we'll do a lot of flavor, actually. I like flavor quite a bit. Deadly weapon tweaks? No. We don't need to make weapons even more deadly. Have you seen what it takes to make my colonists fall over and die? Crusader factions? That's funny. I like the fact that it's there. I like the fact that it's there more than because it fits into the Reddit memes, so I like that quite a bit. Second, I gotta cough really loudly. All right, we're back. I don't know how you streamers like do this on a regular basis. Like, this is too much talking. Like, you guys can't tell when I'm recording and I just pause for a second and like get a drink. Um, I'm gonna stay a place that actually has rain, so things should get cleaned up eventually. Yes, my neck is better. It's just full of, you know, a phlegm. Deus Volt. What is that? If I just gave myself hiccups, I'm going to end the stream and set myself on fire. Gear up and go. I like that. I was just trying that. That didn't return anything. Oh, okay, I get ya. I get jokes. I'm in touch with the kids these days. I read Reddit by news some days. Ugh. We'll give it a try. Yeah, all my lists go into collections. I realize that's something that no one does, but actually, all of my lists, or every series, has a description with the mod list in it. Listed right there. Nobody looks at them, and that's okay. I don't look at descriptions either, because they're done really stupidly. So, yes. Get a mixture of lemon juice and honey. That's interesting. Let's see here. Rain doesn't naturally clear filth, really? I thought it did. Oh. Oh, well. I don't know. good for him to do some cleaning, don't you think, though? Get some outside. They get some fresh air. Yes, Wolt. Deus Volt. I took some Spanish. Or, Spanish. I took some Latin many years ago. I just didn't realize that was supposed to be High Latin. All right. Yeah, I've thought about that. I think we may have talked about that in Discord, how probably the first two lines of all the description should be like either like link to nudes below or yeah, mod link below or something like that. Either of those would work. So, yeah. Spider Camp Dog Pack. I'm not even going to unpack that sentence. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Rimatomics will be fun. I haven't looked at that in kind of a while. Let's see what kind of trouble we're going to get ourselves into. I'm not going to look through this very carefully before I start, because I think it's rather funny going in and having no idea what I'm doing. Adds nuclear power, yes, to say, with few details being left for me to figure out. Oh, joy. Scales from kilowatts to megawatts. Different types of cooling systems. Turbines and reactor cores, and it's pronounced turbine, unless you work on your car's engine. Let's see here. Energy weapons, microwave area denial systems, Tesla coils, high energy lasers. Well, that's good as opposed to low energy lasers. Railguns, threat detection, drop pod scramblers. Ooh. Neat. Who makes this? Dubwise. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that'll be fun. These are some nice looking pictures. Look at these pictures. I assume you guys can see these. Look at that thing. That's neat. Whatever that is, I'm going to build one. I'm going to build one and I'm going to keep it in the middle of my base so that nothing accidentally shoots it. All right, anyway, let's go back here. Let's finally actually read some of these things here. Okay. No knee mods. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Next time I do one of these streams is I'm going to figure out a whiteboard, like a real whiteboard I can keep up here. So when you guys drop in, you kind of know what's going on. Fantasy is going to be next one. It's going to be one more tech mod. And then I'll go from there. Let's see here. Yes. Extremely dangerous to everything. That's the Marauder gun. Ooh, okay. Oh, I didn't even look over to see the missiles. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be fun. I like missiles. All right. In before the base melts down. So you want to be in the base before it melts down. All right. I do not have a subreddit. No colonist mods. That's too disturbing. Let's see here. Auto home area challenge. That's pretty funny. That actually is pretty funny. I'm not going to do that, but no, it's pretty funny. Trenches is not something I've looked at. I don't know if I'll use genetics again. I have to be careful because these mods start to overlap a whole bunch. So, like, if I'm going to use something like EPOE, then I'm probably not going to use something like any of the genetics mods. Although I'm actually going to take a look at ROS Bionics, because I probably don't want to get stacked too many things that add prosthetics and stuff. So we'll see how that works. Glitter tech. I like glitter tech again. Probably not going to use it. Kill boxes. I'm not very good at strategy. We'll see. If you guys watch the colonies, I'm not real good at the actual whole defending part. Psychiatrist chair. I don't know, but I know there was one that added therapy, and that worked okay. It doesn't look like I had in here. Wow, this is harsh. Looks like it adds balance problems. We'll just close that again. All right. What else is going on here? PDP. I don't even understand most of the whole streaming culture. It's I don't even know, man. I understand that there are people that record video games and put them on YouTube and other people sit and watch them. I've had to describe that to people in the past and they look at me like I'm crazy. And no, I have no idea if all these mods are compatible. I'll find out tomorrow. What I'll probably do is I'll spend tomorrow throwing everything in a big pile and seeing what breaks and then kind of stepping back and forth until I get something that actually works together. So then the first one would probably be up Saturday. That's something I'll have to think about. We'll have to go in from there. A portal mod would be kind of neat. If there was some kind of a portal mod, or maybe even a custom faction mod, both of those would be kind of neat. if either of those were to show up, those are definitely things that would get added. Ominous foreboding. Anyway, let's see here. Throwing everything in to see if it works. No, I'll probably be doing it early in the morning when I'm really tired and grumpy. And honestly, this is kind of stressful. I had to like clean up the room behind me, make my bed, make everything nice. Hunt for me. I'm wondering if I should do more pets. The reason is I've had kind of 2 series in a row now that were really pet focused. If you count the mechanoids as pets, and I'm going to go ahead and count them as pets because they were the best pets. No, they weren't. They were the second best pets. Nothing will ever top the Breakfast Team. But besides the Breakfast Club, I feel like that's kind of 2 series now that I've done with a lot of pet heavy stuff. So if I'm going to have pets, but I'm probably only going to use them for like companionship and some hauling. I'm not going to do any combat pets. Let's see here. Get a better mortar. Mortars are amazing. What are you talking about? They are fantastic in every way and completely balanced. All right. Anywho, hyenas. Let's see here. Let's just scroll through this and let's see what's in here. Real ruins, Tiberium. Snap out of it. Crystalloids. I'm not going to use bad hygiene. I've actually tried that in experimental ones and I see why people like it, but it's not something that I think I want. Ooh, look, there's a secret patron channel that only patrons can see. Dun dun dun. Click below, subscribe, add likes, something, something, something. Don't do any of that. I find all that attention seeking to be very annoying. So don't do that. Portal turrets. Wait, hold on. Sharknado? One moment. Really? Really? Uh-huh. Sharknado. I watched that on Siffy. I remember that movie. Blah. It was terrible. All right. Yeah, cats and Yorkies. That kind of a thing. Pets that are just cute to have around. Let's see here. Wiping out the map actually would be kind of funny. Dual wielding. I before E, except after C. Have I ever used this? Have I ever looked at this? It's another combat mod, which means I probably... Ooh, that's kind of neat looking. Doesn't include those sunglasses. I'm probably not going to use it, but it is pretty funny. I like knowing it's there. This seems like something that would require a lot of poking at to make sure that it was balanced right. I like the idea, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Let's see here. Let me scroll back down here. Sharknado, emergency small rations. Haven't I linked Discord recently? Here. Have another Discord link. Which is in the description of every video, if I can just throw that on in here. Okay. Let's see here. Doesn't even include it. Wait, Sharknado doesn't have a Sharknado generator? I'll bet with a polite email, I could get someone to make it. That doesn't even seem all that hard. The tornado generator is always there. It seems like it'd be a fairly trivial change, right? Just to duplicate it and then add sharks. Look at them. Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun. I predict we're going to get one Sharknado, and it's going to be a colony wipe, and I'm going to back up a save and disable it. But when we do it, it's going to be really, really funny. All right. I could do a high-tech cult. Oh, Patreon? It's just /decoherent or something like that. It's in there. Remote tech. So, let's see here. Hold on one second. Remote tech I never got to work. Was that what it was called? It was called something like that. Was it this one, or was it just the one out of Glitterworld that I couldn't make? Oh, no, it wasn't this one that I tried. It was the one out of Glitter Tech that I couldn't get to work. I could try this. Do you guys want remote explosives? I could do it. Oh yeah, the impaction charge. You're right. That's what it was. Hi from Sweden. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, we'll do remote tech. You can't go wrong with remote explosives. All right. Um, kind of picking, more just throwing things at the walls. See, this is easier for me than planning out the series because I managed to come up with like a half a dozen, and I felt pretty smart that I managed to put so many together. And then it turns out that there are more series than I have ideas. So this way, I have you guys tell me lots of mods that you like, and I say no to most of them, and then I pick through the others, and then it's easy. That was fun last time. That was pretty great. Glad you guys like my stuff. That still surprises me that people find my content entertaining. I mean, I think I'm funny, but yeah. Oh, the mining charges. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That would be fun. Yeah, I remember I have no idea how the impaction charge work. I made a copy as a dev colony and sat there for like 2 hours one evening. I don't think I have that anymore. Um, Let me look over here real quick. I could not get it to explode. It was terrible. I have no idea. It was amazing. Mining for copper with explosives, really? Yeah, I don't seem to have a copy. Hmm. Now that I'm using all standalone colonies again too, this is unrelated to what's going on in chat. I'm probably gonna make more of this stuff available to you if you want to try to do a play along. I always have the series in there, or the mod list. I may actually zip up the mods and have that available, so you don't have to do any thinking. And like I said, probably a turn zero save too, and you can experiment then a little bit. I break off dev colonies sometimes, but not often. Usually I like to experiment on the fly, but yeah. Okay. You don't think I have dad jokes? I'm disappointed. Windows 8.1. Thank you very much. It's Windows 10, which I almost like. Windows 10 is so close. All right. We'll see. You can do a bunch of fuel around the ship if you put a stockpile. They won't trigger on placing stockpiles. I didn't believe that, and I tested it, and it turns out that that's the case. And it's really quite funny because what I could have done last time, given that I had infinite chem fuel, was just to line it with chem fuel and then set it on fire. And that would have been pretty funny. But it would have been like the olden days where ship chunks were trivial because you just put IEDs around them. So I do try to avoid that. Is there a place to send custom scenarios? I don't know what you mean by that. My problems with Windows 10 have nothing to do with the interface. I like the interface. It's the fact that I can't flip off all of the telemetry and that it turns on my notebook overnight to update, even when I tell it no. And I wake up in the morning, I'll just do the thing here, and it's overheating or it's rebooted halfway through my overnight 4 hour render for whatever reason. Which, by the way, those time lapses, I don't know what made Premiere fall over on those, but Premiere just couldn't handle it. Like, that 90-second thing at the end, which was just a couple hundred still images, took it an hour and 40 minutes to render on my computer using 30 gig of memory the whole time. I don't have any idea what's going on. Usually this can render about 2.5 to 3 times playtime, so that was weird. Anywho, Rumination is the most American mod. All right, hold on. And then I'll come back and take a look at the rest of these. Spreading freedom in the Outer Rim? What is it you think I was just doing? I spread all kinds of freedom. They've got great animations. That's pretty funny. Uh, no more Latin. Let's see here. I liked Windows 7. I use Debian on my server, and I like it quite a bit. But given what I do for like gaming and stuff, it's like I'm locked into Windows for this work stuff here, so it's pretty good. This baby is a Ryzen 2700X with 32 gig of memory in it for some reason, and it's pretty speedy. And I have an RTX 2070 that I like quite a bit that I did not notice as much of an upgrade over my 1060 as I thought, so I don't think I would recommend one at the moment. I actually went back and I'm just finishing up another playthrough of Metro Exodus with all this stuff turned on, given that I couldn't run it in DirectX 12 mode. And the lights are pretty, but I don't think it was $500 worth of pretty, so I don't know. Let's see here. RPG inventory is in there. I will actually do that this time. I had it last time and I decided not to do it for some reason, but we'll do it this time. We'll put it in. That was actually made by one of you folks that was in here, so I'll go ahead and I'll put that in. Supporting mods that are locally grown is funny. So, let's see here. The Men in Black I've never even had show up. I should try that. I should deliberately let a colony wipe. No refugee, no Men in Black, no transport pods. I'd have to capture them, rescue them, or buy them. That actually would be kind of interesting. I looked at Starship Troopers stuff a while back, and it's a great idea. I don't remember. I played with it and had fun and said I should never use this, and I don't remember why. So, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunate indeed. Okay, so let's see here. My favorite playthrough. Ooh, that's a good question. You know, I kind of like each one more than I've liked the past. They've all been fun. It's pretty great. I don't even know. I really, really, really liked my Mecha Thrumbos. That was definitely, they were my favorite pets by far. That was pretty great. A mod called Disasters where something is wrong with the planet. I saw mention of that. How long have my colonies ever actually gone? 10 years seems like a long time. I don't... Let me look over here in my old list. I don't think I've ever gotten anywhere near that. 10 years is a pretty long time. Huh. Yeah, anti-grain warheads. If any of you were around back about a year ago, I didn't know what anti-grain warheads were, and so I set one off by punching it. That was in the what would they added, beta 18. That was funny. I actually had thought that it was like some kind of Agent Orange thing, which would have been really funny, but it turns out that it means a grain of antimatter, not that it's anti-grains. So that was pretty funny. Good times. Swarm warheads, that sounds cool. What was I going to look at? I've forgotten. I have no idea. Yeah. I don't know how long my colonies run. I'll have to look. Now I'm actually mildly curious. Actually, here, I can tell you. Let me find out. Let's look here. In Desert Doom, let's see here, in my time lapse, there are 457, so it was 457 days long. So I don't know how many years that is, but that's how long that last one was. So 165 days. So what, 4 years? I'd have to shorten that up quite a bit. Yeah, that wouldn't be enough time. Yeah. Hyenas, huh? What are hyenas? It adds a hyena. Really? That's actually pretty funny. That's cute, but we don't need hyenas. I'm adding so many mods. Sometimes raids go wrong is in there, yep. Oh, 7.75 years. Thank you for doing math for me. Every time I stop and I do math, there's frantic calculating there. I love being able to pause it. It's so great. You really can pod corpses? I thought I tried that, and it didn't work. Let me... I don't have an easy way to launch it, unfortunately. That's living on a different desktop at the moment. Okay. Well, that's kind of neat if it actually works that way. All right. And it gives you rep? That's funny. What are raiderpedes? Raids go wrong didn't do much because when I first played with it, every raid went wrong for the baddies and I felt bad and I turned it way down. So I'll leave it up a lot closer. AIDERPEDES. Raiderpedes. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. Much like the mechanoid mod that adds more mechanoids. I don't know, man. Which mechanoid mod was I looking at that I might use? I'll have to take a look in here. One of these just made mechanoids a little worse. Or was it Was it the one in here that I said I wasn't going to use, but then did it? Mechanoid Extraordinaire. Was that the one I said I was going to use? I'll take a look at that. I seriously, Raider feeds. I'll put it on my look at list. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. That's the best I can. That's the best I can say. Just like look at this picture. Right there. That guy right there. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I know what hyenas are, but I'm clearly missing a joke. I didn't play CNC. I was busy playing other stuff. I don't remember what I played. I don't remember. Maybe it was still System Shock 2 again. More varieties of cats. Yeah, put that right next to colony wipe ideas. That would actually be kind of funny to put together impossible mod packs and do like a 2-episode run until they wipe. That would be funny to watch, and it would be funny to play. It would not be funny to set up. Let's have a cat, huh? 12 more kinds of cats. They're adorable. Oh, it's got Maine Coons in it. We're going to subscribe to that. We need more cats. Since we do not spawn naturally, cats spawn naturally. That's super cute. We'll put in more cats. Even if we don't have any cats show up, I'll put it in. Then it'll show up some other time. Okay. So part of the reason I don't do kind of these silly one-off things is because spinning up one of these series is ridiculous. It really is a whole day project. It's a lot of work. It'll take me 4 or 5, 6 hours tomorrow to get everything set up, which is why I like having a couple days between them now. Mad Max basically is Rimworld. I feel like Tynan looked at Mad Max and was like, yeah, let's try that, and then built a game around it. It's pretty great. More animals to live with for a day before they get eaten. Rimworld of Magic. I said I was going to look at that. Hold on a second here. Of Magic. This is one I'm not actually familiar with. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember taking a look at these. Adding magic abilities. I'd have to think about whether or not I want to mix tech and magic in the same run. I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense, but I don't know. I'm going to put this on my list just for things that I remember to look at in the future. Later, I'll add all of these to my gigantic, beautiful OneNote thing so that I can keep track of things. So I'll have to think about it. The problem with adding cats is that basically all I'm adding is adding spider treats. That's the last time I think I had a cat as a pet. It was sad. It was terrible. Yeah, I'm sure Room of Magic is unbalanced. It'd just be fun to look at. Yeah, most things that start using Jex tools get exciting because Jex tools gives you a lot of options to make very exciting mod things. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, fantasy will come back. What I'd have to think about with the fantasy stuff is if I go Elder Gods, that makes it difficult adding other fantasy stuff. It's fun. I'll have to think about it. Oh yeah, the mining company mods. What was in here? I know they had their spaceships. Oh yeah, that's right. Airstrikes to crush intruders. Yeah. I remember looking at these. And they're fun. These look like when you've decided to go super OP and you just want like a drilling turret, which is awesome. Probably not something I'll use, but they are pretty cool. All right, let's focus. Let's go back here. Rimsnel, maybe not focus on it necessarily, but use more of it to use a better mix of weapons. Oh, tribal with magic. That's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. Let me write that down here. That could make an interesting theme for a series. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I've looked at bad hygiene more than once to the point where I've actually installed it and poked at it, and it's like, man, that's spelled wrong, obviously. Let me try that again. Like, man, I already have to deal with everything that goes into my colonists, whether it's food or bullets or organs or whatever else. Dealing with things that come back out, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, let me look back here through. Let's see here. More dog breeds. I feel like if I'm adding more cats, maybe I'll think about adding more dog breeds. Dog pack, huh? And then watch, we're not going to get any like standard pets at all because I'm going to have so much fun cloning Sandy. This is some pretty good art. Both of these have some good art. I'm really impressed with the way the modding community has stepped up with the art, by the way. It's unusual to find a mod these days that doesn't have art that fits really, really well. So, I think it's nice. Having no artistic abilities of my own, I steal other people's art is what I do. And then I modify it, and then I put my name on the top. Not really. Just kidding. Necromancer cannibals. That would be funny. Combat shields. I took a look at that. Centralized climate control would be fine. I looked at it briefly. It both adds and removes micro, I think was my complaint about it. It added more planning than I like to do, while taking away some of the micro that I think is funny. I also think it's funny having these gigantic blocks of coolers and stuff. Like, just to pull out. Like, come on. Like, how can you not enjoy having a little room like this? It's fantastic. It's so great. I love how this colony turned out. This is our launch one. They get progressively funnier if I go back a little ways here. Where do things really start to fall apart? Yeah. By this point, things were not going well. This stage of this colony may have been the most fun I've had in a single colony since I don't even know when. When the walls are open and we're basically using corpses as carpet, like, man, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. The same with blueprints. I could use blueprints would be great. They would save you guys so much frustration. It would save so much time. But I like stabbing stuff in there. I like just kind of throwing them all in there. The filth was indeed anxiety causing. Yes. Yes. What I was thinking would be, oh yeah, that's true. When the AI went online, that was another great spot. Yeah. What the heck was fun? I'm glad I used it. I'm probably not going to use it again. I know that it's actually a great mod. I think it's well put together. Being able to just keep adding more mechs to your stable easily got OP in a hurry. I think their wealth scaled well. I feel like I looked up what their scaling was and it was good. But I'm probably not going to use it again. But it's not because I didn't like it. Frustration is my brand. It's kind of what I do. Show Drafty's weapon. Oh, that's right. You asked about that. But you can already see their weapons because they've got it in their hands. No, you don't need this below them. They're easy to see. In the colonist bar. I should read that a little more carefully. Ooh. All right. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Anything you guys suggest, by the way, that changes the colonist bar now, I'm probably going to have to take, given that I was totally wrong about that. Kids, I'm going to skip again for a while. I'll have to think about kids. What actually might be funny, I'm thinking out loud here, this is why I think about this off camera, doing cults and kids at the same time would be funny, wouldn't it? I think I kind of did, but I should do that even harder. Brain in a Jar. That was one of the most disturbing short stories from Lovecraft. Suddenly the name escapes me, but it was that kind of a thing. Yes, if only there was some way to add Unreal weapons. That would be super cool. UT 2004 was fun. We played the original and then 2003 a lot. Shock rifle. Hopefully I can set up combos with it. I was good at that. I was very good at that. Yeah, the kids died pretty fast. What would actually be, as I think out loud about this, hold on a second here. Do I still have, let me dig through my, where would this be? Somewhere in here, deep within my files upon files, I have an archive from Tribes. Here it is. Yes. And Tribes has, Well, that's not my archive, unfortunately. It's someone else's archive. But someone else's archive that has tribes, and I could put up a tribe server to play. That would be pretty funny. I played with the Shifter pack, if any of you were old enough to have played Tribes 20 years ago. That would actually be pretty funny. I'll have to think about that. That's a game that that game was a lot of fun. I only remember it in retrospect. I remember because I was really good at it. So, anyway. Colts, kids, and yeah, and harder. Right. Oh, yeah, no, we had dial up. Actually, when Tribes came out, if I can be old man here again for a second, I'd actually gotten good grades for a year on purpose so that we could move into the dorm that was only for good students because it was wired into their T3 backbone. I had Ethernet access to the internet, and it was amazing. We ran our own server. It was super cool. I have these heaters. Can I get this in camera? These little, like, Mr. Coffee heating thingies. And I have them all over the house, and they keep my tea warm. So you put them on there, and it's nice. It's pretty great. A spin fuser. Spin fusers I suck at. That's not something I could ever get the hang of. Can I get a window up here with Tribes? I keep losing my windows. Tribe shifter. Is that even in here? I'll bet. Oh my gosh, there's videos of it. Of gameplay. Look at it in all its poly glory. Oh, this is exactly how I remember. Aw, I gotta put this back together. I actually won a mouse in a Tribes tourney at a LAN party I was at. A nifty Razer mouse. And then because I was cool, I took it apart and added a bunch of green LEDs. Because I was cool. So if you could just go ahead and believe that. That was pretty great. They're Mr. Coffee branded mug heaters. They're like $9. Go buy a whole bunch. Yes, Shazbot. Good days. Question on doing RTSs. I'm terrible at RTSs. You may have noticed that I only play games I can pause or hide in stealth. I don't quite think fast enough for RTSs. It requires a little more twitch reflexes than I've got. Editable backstories is a good idea. I have not really expanded some of that patron stuff as much as I could. Fortunately, my patrons seem okay with that. Because I'm still making that up as I go along. Rise of Legends. I don't know what that is. Come back here. Rise of Legends. Rise of Legends. A real-time strategy game for Microsoft Windows. Yeah, thanks. That's not as helpful as it could be. That's not a game I'm familiar with, sorry. FTL I have, and it turns out I've actually played it, and that surprised me because I don't remember playing it. Where was it? Apparently I put 5 hours into this game and I don't remember anything about it. That's kind of disturbing, isn't it? Baldur's Gate. Oh, I spent a lot of time playing Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 2 primarily. The first was okay, but 2 was the one that I really got into. Stellaris is fun. I'm just terrible at it. Moved from System Shock right into Tribes. Have you opened up vanilla System Shock? Like, the mods add a lot. Ooh, there's not a lot of polygons. You can count them there like one at a time. It's pretty grim. Half-Life was fun. I could play Half-Life. That's actually why I missed System Shock 2 the first time through, is because we played so much multiplayer Half-Life that I didn't play anything else for like a year and a half. That's when I learned how to do networking, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I actually ended up with some, I think I bought some ThickNet stuff. We were actually running coax cables, and I had to learn how to terminate things, and we had cables running between the windows of our dorms, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. All right, so let's see what else is going on in here. I like watching other people play Stellaris. Marv's Years can be fun. I like the guy. He's not actually. I don't think that that game is one of his fortes. Who else do I watch that plays? Oh, Enter Elysium. I watch his Stellaris stuff like that. Um, the gentleman can be mildly annoying to listen to, but I do enjoy watching like his Hearts of Iron and stuff like that. So it's fun. Do I VR? I can't afford to VR yet. You guys need to bring a whole bunch more subscribers in so that I make enough money that I can set up VR, because that would be super fun. Uh, but I can't afford VR right now. Although, hold on a second. Hold on. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. All right. I have not one, but two of these bad boys. And if I could figure out a way to stream Virtual Boy games on this channel, I would totally do that. So, and honestly, these aren't nearly as bad as I expected. I expected it to like give me terrible migraines, but I don't know. I thought it was okay, but these are super cool looking. I have a hard time getting it in the camera. Come on, it's the future in like 1997. It's so cool. And I have two of them. I have one game. I have a pinball. It was the only game we could find, and they're really expensive. Like I was looking at eBay at them. They're like $100 for some of them. So tough. All right, let's scroll back up here and see what I've missed. Yeah, suggest Stubbs bad hygiene while I'm wrong. Yeah, Satisfactory. Yeah. Did a book about Virtual Boy games, wiring it out to a monitor. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Huh. I was actually thinking about making a flashcard for it, actually, which may or may not be within my realm of electronic skills. I actually got to play with a Vive this last week. Went to visit some old friends, and one of them has a Vive, and it was pretty cool. I played Beat Saber for like an hour. So now I am thinking about donating blood until I have $600 with which to buy a VR setup, because that would be pretty cool. Lawnmower Man is great. And well, I mean, it was terrible. That was a great movie. A flashcard. There's more than 25 games. Oh man. Yeah, I'm really jealous. I actually have the computer for it too. Like, this would run it fine. It's just $600 is kind of a lot of money. So we'll have to see. I have other things to do. Geometry Dash. I love Geometry Dash. Oh yeah, I left this up here. Yeah, you can see what counts as a game library. So many of these things came free, with other stuff. I love Geometry Dash. I'm so bad at it. That's actually what I should be playing right now while you guys are talking instead of paying attention. Only 16 hours on here. Oh, keep talking and nobody explodes. You should buy this as a party game. It's super fun. I like that a lot. Anyway, that's all. Orcs Must Die was fun. Oh, let's see here. I don't have liquor stores that I can knock off. I'm too old to steal. Yeah. Super Hot. I watched my friend play it, and it looked really cool, but I didn't have a chance because it was getting too late, and we're old. Actually, he has two little girls, and we kept them up 3 hours past their bedtime playing VR, so. Also, like, how great is the future, by the way, that he's, like, trying to get rid of his 6-year-old to, like, go do something, so he's like, just go play a virtual reality for right now, and sends her off and keeps her entertained. It was super cool. It was fun. Let's see here. Let me go back and actually read these things. Stardew Valley. What I've been playing for fun is, like I said, I was playing back through Metro Exodus again. And I was actually starting to play System Shock 2 when I suddenly decided that I should do that. I don't have time to play stuff. It's one of those things like, if you're playing video games for kind of what is work, Suddenly they're not as relaxing to play other times. I played a whole bunch of Surviving Mars, which is a lot of fun. Oh, only 114 hours. That's not so bad. I played a bunch of that. I was replaying through Talos. That's a lot of fun. We Happy Few, of course. World of Goo. I bought it again. Apparently I don't have it on Steam, so now I have another copy. I don't know. I might play some XCOM, stuff like that. But, all right, let me scroll through here. I'm going to ignore you guys for a second here. Architect Expanded. That sounds interesting. Let's see here. If no one ever accessed this, is Setup Camp is the camping mod. That's a good one. Let's see here. Yep, the mug warmers. Okay, what's in Rimworld colonies here? More map sizes. I actually think the map sizes are okay. If they get too big, it just gets unmanageable. It's not that like the performance is bad, although the performance gets bad. Although I've never tested. It's just like it can take your pawn a whole day to go from one side of the map to the other. So that's kind of my theory. How many hours in Rimworld? On Steam, there's not that many on Steam. Yeah, only 965 on this. This actually isn't what I play most on, though. Usually it's the standalones. Otherwise, mods change out from underneath you, and that's not so good. So, except for the very beginning of each series, they're all standalones. So, you can kind of add that up on top of that. I like Rimworld. I play it a lot. It's fun. XCOM, that was fun. And I'm still going to play Phoenix Point. I understand the controversy around them, and frankly, the whole Epic Store thing was a dick move on their part, but I'm still going to play it. So, this is the problem with kind of running the channel, is I have to be kind of a sellout to some degree, and it does look like fun. So, I'm not happy about it, but we'll probably do it. More Subnautica? Are you kidding? I love Subnautica. That's pretty great. I understand that they're going to release pretty soon, and I will play some. So I'll take a look at it. You didn't hear about the thing with Phoenix Point? Good lord. So it's kickstarted, right? And everyone kickstarted for GOG and Steam keys, and Epic threw a whole bunch of money at them like last week, and now they're only going to release on Epic. And people flipped the fuck out. It was a big deal. And the main producer said that he didn't care. He said that every single Kickstarter could cancel, and they still made more money from whatever money Epic threw at them. So, yeah, that's pretty rough. So, but I'll sell out, so don't mind me. Yeah. What else was I thinking? I don't remember now. Here, let me scroll back up. I was talking about other games. Phoenix Point, Subnautica. Anything with Bruce Campbell in it. Wait. This game actually has DLC with Bruce Campbell in it? Really? That's pretty funny. I like that. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Darkest Dungeon. I have Darkest Dungeon. And it's fun. Reconditioning pod, I thought I'm probably not going to use it, but it is in my list of things to look at. So just again, suddenly this has just become Deco chatting about whatever's in front of him. Darkest Dungeon is fun. I'm not very good at it. I die rather quickly, and then my guys die. I've only played 7 hours. Oh, that's sad. I should play Defense Grid. That would be good for you guys. Holy hell, I played 66 hours of that. I should play The Longest Journey. You guys would like that. That would be good for you. That's what I should do, is I should find games that I think is important for you guys to watch. They would be educational, and you should watch them. You should buy The Longest Journey and play it. It's a great story. Portal would be fun. Good old Portal. I was thinking of doing like a whole classics thing, because these classic games are actually really easy to play. So they're kind of satisfying because I can get things through. Oh, let's see here. A jar with Bruce Campbell in it. Yeah, I'm not ethically opposed to the idea of another major storefront. The problem is the Epic one kind of sucks. It installs games in weird places. It doesn't have save syncing. It's just, I don't like it. It's not ready. And they have a decade of work to go before the legal Steam works. Can you imagine Like some of these games without Steamworks, it would be impossible. Steamworks is so good. So, yeah. Oh well. Let's see here. CNC, things like Hearts of Iron. If Paradox makes it, I'm probably not going to play it. Paradox makes amazing games, and I really enjoy watching people play them that are good at them, which is unfortunately not me. Cities Skylines, good times. I'm not any good at it, but it is fun. How much time did I spend in this? I was playing mostly on someone else's copy. Yeah, only 21 hours on here. Ah, that was fun. It's kind of relaxing. Space Engineers, didn't that get abandoned? I thought that got abandoned. Did they start working on that again? Huh. I'd have to see. I just don't have a lot of facial expressions. That's why I don't use a camera. KSP. Good old KSP. I have put a lot of time into KSP. I think I own a copy on Steam. I played it from before Steam was a thing, from before the channel was a thing. I love KSP. The problem is KSP, especially the way I play it, I guess I don't have it on Steam, is basically it's basically just a spreadsheet simulator. I sit there and I calculate everything out, and then I launch the rocket and I get in orbit, and then I stop the game, and I've got all the rest of my utilities calculating transfer orbits and stuff, and it's pretty great. It's a lot of fun. Space Engineers is actually out, huh? I played that way, way, way back when. And I thought that that'd been like abandoned or something. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Again, sandbox games, though. They're fun for people that like sandbox games. That sentence didn't come out right, but you know what I mean. Enter the Gungeon. I watched. Actually, I found the member play that, and it looked cool. Bullet hell games are just not necessarily my thing. Am I thinking of Medieval Engineers? Legend of Grimrock. That was fun. That was fun. Frostpunk was a good game that you should buy if you don't own it. I found it very satisfying because it turned out that the devs thought exactly the same way that I did about building these things. So I found the game not easy, but logical. I found that very satisfying. So if you haven't played Frostpunk, go buy it. It's pretty good. For some reason, I can't find it in here, but you should play it. It was a good time. Or was it Space Station? I can't remember what Space Station game I was playing that got abandoned. And it was terrible. Yeah, I'm done talking about mods for the night. Dwarf Fortress is one of those games that I'm supposed to play just because I'm like supposed to. Yeah, Space Base DF9. That was it. Yep, you're right. I remember it being really cool too, or it having a lot of potential. And then, yeah, they just kind of gave up on it. Moonbase Alpha. Into the Breach. Into the Breach is cool. I suck at it. I like it a lot. What's disappointing is I have people in the house here that just stomp all over the game, and then I sit there and I get beaten on the easy level. It's fun though, so if you don't have it, you should pick it up. It's a good game. My tea of choice. Allow me to link you my tea of choice. One moment. Let's see here. I have strong opinions on things like teas, in case you're wondering. So, here we go. Yes. This is a good Assam if you want to pick it up from Arbor Teas. It's not that bad. $19 a package, but it lasts me a couple weeks. And get the TGFOP stuff because it's just much better leaves. So anyway, strong opinions on teas. I like these guys a lot. They make good stuff. If Assam is not necessarily your thing, they've got some other good stuff too. Their decaf English breakfast is good if you're willing to spend the money on a proper decaf. Because doing a proper decaf, I think they do a CO2 extraction. So it's actually quite expensive. And my light just turned off. Hold on. Never mind. But anyway, Deco's opinions on tea. So there's that. British. Heavens no, I live in the Midwest. I was born in Illinois. I grew up in Minnesota. I spent a decade each living in Wisconsin and Iowa, so I've kind of all been in that middle part, which is why I call them hot dishes instead of a casserole. That's why I like cooking bars with the S is the proper way to put it. Is this live stream sponsored? I should. I'm gonna email Arbor Tea and see if they'll sponsor me. I bet that's not something they've ever asked. So, one of my wife's sisters lives in St. Charles, Illinois, almost across the street from Fermilab, and I keep meaning to write them a letter asking them if they do birthday parties, and if so, whether or not I would have to bring my own ions. And I think that would be hilarious, but nobody else seems to think it's funny. So, alas. Oh well. The spiffing Brit, yeah. Earl Grey's fine. Cardamom's just not like you have to really be excited about cardamom. Lady Grey's better if you want a flavored blend. I don't do flavored teas, which is unfortunate in the future, because everybody drinks flavored teas. College, I have two bachelors in biology and chemistry, and then a master's in, technically in microbiology, but it was evolutionary genetics is what I did. So it was fun. Lots of DNAs. I like DNAs. And then I've never used those degrees, sadly. Cataclysm. I don't know what that is. Cataclysm DDA. Unless you're talking about Warcraft. I spent a lot of time in World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is why I took a 5-year hiatus from gaming entirely. Because I got into a high-end raiding guild and I was main tank all the way through our first Arthas kill. And I was spending 8 to 10 hours a day, 7 days a week in that. And that got a little out of control. So, alas. Oh well. Yeah, Bergamont's got a thing. Aldi's great otherwise. By the way, when you want chocolate, go to Aldi. Aldi has easily the best like mass market chocolate. They're pretty great. So, recommended. Highly recommended. I'm between proper engagement these days. This is actually my job, so not really a job. Yeah, in a year, in 2 years of play, I put in 377 hours in under 2 calendar years. So that got out of control pretty fast. That was a real problem, which is why I didn't play Eve, because I looked at what happened with that. DNAs and DNAs. It was pretty great. Yeah, get good life advice. My life advice is Momorpicas are fun, but I don't recommend them if you want to have any other kind of life. It's pretty great. No, let's see here. Whitaker's chocolate. I've come across it. This year I had to buy. Let me see here. There we go. I couldn't find the proper chocolate oranges. Where's my thingy here? I can't see what's on screen. Here we go. And I had to actually order these from England or something like that. Because Terry's chocolate oranges, man, they're a thing of beauty. Highly recommended. Elite Dangerous looks awesome. And so to start, actually, Elite Dangerous looks like a game that I would play that would eat my life and wouldn't be any good to record. And it's something that I would desperately want a VR setup for. So that's something to look at. And yeah, Oxygen Not Included is coming. I played a little bit of it way back when, but that's definitely a series that I'll go through. Yes, I have a cat. She's sort of fluffy. I didn't actually want a cat. The cat kind of got dumped on me, but now she's amazing. Minecraft. I bought Minecraft far enough back that I actually have a Mojang account. I can't get into it. There's not enough of a purpose. I need purpose in my sandbox games. Rimworld is the only game that I have ever played that wasn't story-based, just because it kind of generates its own stories. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I couldn't get into Minecraft, sorry. I had a dog for a bit while I was growing up. I had a greyhound, and he was amazing. But unfortunately, he wasn't real happy as a single dog household, so no dogs these days. Yeah, I've seen some serious business Minecraft stuff, and it's impressive what people put together in it. It's just I didn't you know, I don't know. It didn't quite hook me. There are very few games. I always try to sound like I'm saying good things about games I don't like. There are very few games I look at and it's like, this game sucks. It's just not a lot of games necessarily catch me. Yeah, I played Mass Effect 1 and 2. They were okay. Looks like I only played through them once. The old Metro, that was good. Mutant Year Zero, that was fun. You should go watch the playthrough. That's a lot of fun. Orcs Must Die. Boy, I have all kinds of really old things in here I haven't touched. My time at Portia. Yeah, I kind of scrolled past it and went, eh. Satisfactory is not something I've actually looked at. Every person who talks about Satisfactory says that it's like Factorio in 3D, and I did not like Factorio. So, yeah. And Space Engineers is another problem there. Is anything that, like, I understand that if you play multiplayer that there are other people in it. And that's not necessarily, it's not my thing. I don't like people. I've played a lot of games with people in them, and yeah. Yeah, Bioshocks were fine. They were okay. It makes me angry when people call them spiritual successors to System Shock because they were not in any way, shape, or form. Very obnoxious. They're not at all. Now I'm just mad about that again. Okay, anyway, come back. Yeah. Ultimate Doom. Yeah, I have so many of these things that I got in packages that I have no idea what they are. Half-Life might be fun. I could probably do Portal in 2 episodes. That's a really short game. I could do something like Fallout. How long did my first... It took me 183 hours to do a run, and I started a second and decided I couldn't play anymore and stopped. That's a fun game, too. I like it quite a bit. Arx Fatalis. I don't know what that is. System Shock Speedrun. Huh. I don't know where Sub-Zero is. I don't know if it's on the Epic Store too, but I know I've got it on here. And you should play it. Yeah, there's apparently, like, as I was finishing up my Fallout thing, suddenly I, like, had a kid and had to go care about them or something, and it's like, I've been building colonies since forever. It was pretty great. I think someone told me that there's a mod for Fallout 4 that takes out most of the story, and that would actually be a lot of fun. I haven't really looked at it. Total War, no. That doesn't mean I don't have them, but I don't think it's something I played. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see anything in here that looks like that. Yeah. Apparently not. Ghostbusters the video game. That was not very fun. Yeah. Let's see here. Blake Stone. Yeah, and Biomenace. Yeah. These all came in a package once. I don't think I've actually run them out of here. But they're pretty great stuff. Duke Nukem. I know I played more than 28 minutes. I just think that that was a copy I had on my own. They're a lot of fun. Good times. You haven't played Defense Grid? Oh, Defense Grid is cool. I don't know if I have an easy way. It is... Here, the store page will actually have some good screenshots in it. It's entirely like base building. So you have a whole bunch of like towers and stuff, and you have to set up these really complicated defenses, and then waves of bad guys come through, and you have to try to keep them from getting to the end. It's really actually quite fun. I recommend it highly. Overwhelmingly positive is about right. That's a great game. You should definitely do it. 1,000 episodes to complete Fallout 4. Woo! That's pretty pretty intense. Yeah, I would say that Defense Grid is almost the distilled essence of tower defense. It's as pure as tower defense gets. There's actually some DLC that's got GLaDOS in it, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, System Shock 1 remake looks good. For a while, it looked like things were going to fall apart because I was in the Kickstarter, and they kept getting these bigger and bigger ideas once they started developing. Then all of a sudden, they went dark, and I thought it just failed. But they reorganized and started back over, and their development looks really promising. The gameplay footage they just had out last week is rough, but I think that what it's showing there is they have the atmosphere nailed, that they've got the character design going well. I mean, the mechanics the character, the skeletal movements and stuff need some work, but I think that's going to work well. System Shock 3, I don't know anything about, so that'll just be exciting when that shows up. Um, What's happening to Wasteland 3? I don't know. I played Wasteland a little bit. Um, it was all right. It didn't really grab me. Multiple prioritization. You mean just in the work tab? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, oh, Oxygen Not Included will be in here. I'm just waiting for the final release. Um, for a while, I was playing a little more every big patch, and all the big patches was adding stuff later in the game, and I just got, I don't know, I got kind of burned out on it, even only putting 15, 20 hours in, so I'll definitely do it. No, I don't think I played any of the old Fallouts. I mean, that was back in the day when games were expensive, you know? I didn't have a lot of games. I was in college for some of this, so I had only played games I could steal. Ah, those were the days. I might one of these days. Yeah, actually, I am actually gonna have to ditch here pretty quick too. It's gotten a little late here in my world, and I have other things to do. I have several more System Shocks to edit up tonight so that we actually have stuff to watch tomorrow. I think I recorded. Yes, I have 6 and 7 recorded, so we'll go through those, and that'll be fun. I'll try to remember to go through the Fallout games. That's not a bad idea. Play old Fallout games, and that'll be good. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually going to use that as an excuse to bag off here. So, thanks for coming by. These hangouts are really fun, and not just because it saves me from doing a lot of thinking. It's pretty entertaining, though, so. But, yeah, it's been a good time. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for your suggestions. Have a good night, and I will see you guys soon. Probably. That's an ominous note. Dun dun dun.